Hey y'all, you caught me grooving. I told you every week I groove to my own song. And welcome to Erica's Hotel, Dr. Erica's Hotel. But just because I'm on the road doesn't mean that the growth groove stops coming. So, welcome to this episode of Growth Groove with Dr. Erica. You find me here Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern. I'm so excited to be here for you. I really am. So, today I have a topic that is near and dear to my heart. You might be wondering, what is it? You probably saw it when you logged in. 5 advantages of virtual mental health treatment. So before we get started, let's do a little bit of housekeeping. The first thing is, if you know someone that needs this, please tag them. If you know someone that needs to share, sharing is caring. This little button at the bottom, share. The last thing, if you're watching it later, don't worry about it. Just put hashtag replay in the comments. I would love to know you're here. Do me a favor as you come in and tell me where you're watching from. Now, if you do not know me, I am your host, Harvard trained. Oh gosh, I didn't say who I was. I'm your host, Dr. Erica, Harvard trained double board certified psychiatrist and integrative lifestyle coach. I am extremely passionate about helping people be better, do better, and live better. I do that through my adult telepsychiatry practice, my books, including Fix Your Fairy Tale, A Woman's Guide to a Great Life Loving Legacy, my speaking, and my podcast, Better with Dr. Erica. I do all that to help busy people like you, that you show up for your friends, you show up for your family, you show up for your community, you show up for work, you show up for all these people, but you don't show up for yourself. So I'm here to help put you back in your life. So today, as I said before, we are talking about as below 5 advantages of virtual mental health treatment. Now, you might be, Dr. Erica, why are we talking about this? Number one, virtual mental health care, telemedicine, telepsychiatry, all the teles have been making a lot of news and have become more popular and more accessible during the pandemic. So I wanted to talk about why it may be something good for you. And hey, Dr. Sam. Oh, yes, Michigan. Hey, Dr. Mashika, great. Glad to have you. I'm just happy to have all y'all. I'm feeling all the love. So, one of the things is it's been a topic, and sometimes people don't know what to do with it. What is it? Why should I do it? Is it the same as seeing someone in person? So, I wanted to talk about some advantages of it. The second thing is number one, statistics have been around 20% to about 1 in 5 US adults have some type of mental health issue or concern or diagnosis. Now, I will tell you, I believe these numbers are always under because there are people that have some mental health challenges that don't necessarily seek treatment, but also some that don't necessarily meet criteria for the traditional major mental health issues that still may be struggling. The second is that, especially, I have a soft spot. I love everyone equally, but I want to give a stat related to African Americans. Out of African Americans that need mental health treatment, approximately only 1/3 get treatment. So that's 2/3 of people that are left out there fending for themselves. The other thing is around 37% of the US population live within mental health care shortage areas. And there are estimates of that there is a shortage between 14,000 and almost 38,000 when it comes to psychiatrists, along with shortages in other fields. So, one of the ways a lot of times we try to help with some of these shortages is to increase access, and Tele does that. So, hang tight. We're not going to keep you here long, but I'm going to tell you about 5 of these reasons why this may be something you want to consider. Number one is it's convenient and can be done from almost anywhere. Have you ever been sitting around and you're trying to figure out where how to make something work? The great thing about this is you can do it almost anywhere. Now I say almost anywhere and you're like, why is it almost anywhere, Dr. Erica? None of us can do these appointments if you are driving. Driving in a car does not count because it is a safety hazard. And naturally, most people are going to want to be somewhere private. But other than that, it's free reign. So the first thing is it's just convenient. The second is with that convenience, you don't have to worry about transportation time or travel time. Now, you all know I live in Atlanta, home of some of the worst traffic in the country. I won't say it's the worst. I think LA is probably worse than us, but there are plenty of people that get on the bandwagon and say Atlanta has the worst traffic. And a lot of times people are coming to see me or you're seeing a mental health provider because you're stressed out. We don't want you to have to use all the capacity doing schedule gymnastics, trying to figure out how to make something work. And the one thing that happens sometimes is, you're trying to figure out the side, is it near you, traffic, how to fix it with work or the other activities you need to do. And the thing is you don't have to worry about transportation or travel time. The thing with these things is you open your computer, your laptop, or your tablet, You usually it takes about 5 minutes before because you want to have a bio break, get a drink because you'll be talking and have a comfy seat. You turn on your device, you do your appointment, it's over, you have the rest of your day. You're not stuck in traffic, driving somewhere, or anything like that. Third thing is you have access to care outside of your immediate area. And that's been one of the biggest things with this is we already talked about the fact that there is a shortage. A lot of times, sometimes people will feel like they'll get better care or feel more comfortable with someone that looks like them, especially when we talk about African Americans. There are a limited amount of African American mental health professionals. If you don't have to have one that's within 15 minutes of your house, you have a little bit more luck. Perrier, I promise I'm not doing anything crazy. So the great thing is you're going to have more options. You're going to have options of skill, option in demographics, just more options if you're virtual. So like I'm licensed in a variety of states. I live in Atlanta, but I'm licensed in Georgia, Massachusetts, Missouri, Tennessee, Pennsylvania, Arizona, California, Connecticut, and South Carolina. And I have patients that are in all over the country, but also even in my own state. All of my patients aren't in Atlanta. So you just get access to people outside of your immediate area, which will give you more options. The other thing is you're going to have a wider variety of caregivers because you do have those options to go outside of your immediate area. And this comes up a lot, especially if someone sometimes is looking for someone for a specific gender, specific ethnicity, language, or something like that. It's going to give you more options in what's in your immediate area so that if you're looking for someone, say you're African American, you want someone African American, or even you're Spanish speaking, you want someone Spanish speaking, it's just going to give you more options. And the next thing is let's see if I hit the right button, is you have a high level of privacy. The thing is you're no longer dealing with the issue of who am I going to run into in the parking lot? Who am I going to run into in the waiting room, by the bathroom, by the checkout desk? No one knows you are here unless you tell someone. So you're going to get an even higher level of privacy, which is one of the things a lot of people are seeking. They want to get their mental health treatment on their own terms, that is private, and telemedicine does provide that option. So I just want to quickly review. Number one, hello, welcome again, y'all. If you're coming in late, don't worry about it. You can always go back to the beginning. We're going to do a quick wrap up, but the housekeeping was if you know someone that needs to tag them, if you know someone that needs to share, and if you're coming in late, put hashtag replay. I would love to know that you're here. Today we are talking about 5 advantages of mental health treatment. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm going to do a review and then we're getting you out of here. So let's see if I have everything set up to act like it. Ooh. Yeah, this is my electronics had their own mind today, which happens sometimes. And I'm glad you all are working with me. So let's go ahead and do this review and clear the slide. So 5 advantages of virtual mental health treatment. Number one is it's convenient and can be done almost anywhere, except like you can't do it in a moving car when you are actually the one driving it because that's a safety hazard. But the first thing is it's just convenient. It's a lot easier to fit into your life. The second is you don't have to worry about transportation or travel time. So you don't have to worry about if the car is working, if the car is not working, if you do have a car, if you don't have a car, what time the buses are running, where it is, how long you're going to be on the street, what the traffic is. You don't have to worry about all of that. All you need is about 5 minutes plus your appointment time. You have your bio break, get something to drink, get a comfy seat, you do your appointment, and you are done. It gives you an access to care to people outside of your area and access to a wider variety of caregivers. This is really important given that there is a shortage. And also, if you have some special needs as far as wanting someone that looks like you or similar, we gave the example of that there are a limited amount of African American mental health care providers, that this gives you the option to have a wider variety. And plus just it's nice to have options, but having access to people outside of just who's in where you can immediately drive to 10, 15, 20 minutes, I think just gives more options. And as we talked about before, sometimes finding the right mental health care professional is kind of like dating, to find the right one for you and the right match. So the more options that are out there, the better chance it is that you can find someone that's going to be the perfect match for you. Granted, if you just come and see me, you might be able to skip some of this because I'm pretty good. And the last thing is you get a higher level of privacy. No one knows you are here. You're not going to run into people in the waiting room. You're not going to run into people in the lobby, in the by the checkout desk, by the bathroom, in the parking lot. Nobody's going to know unless you told them. So this is going to give you privacy, wider options, less drama when it comes to making things fit in your schedule. You don't have to go through all the schedule gymnastics. It doesn't matter what your transportation is. You're going to get a wider choice. So those are 5 advantages of virtual mental health treatment. And I must say, I will admit that years ago, I wasn't sold as much on it. I was like, I like seeing people in person. After spending a lot of time doing virtual work, I think it's an excellent modality. It's not necessarily for everyone, but it's an excellent alternative, and it does open up a lot of options when you have access issues or you're looking for a specific demographic. So like I work a variety of different ways. I work in community clinics. My private practice is a lot of high achieving professionals and entrepreneurs. And as an entrepreneur, I'm specially qualified to be able to understand that. Plus, I'm really good at understanding systems. But you're able to find someone that's going to match what you're looking for a little bit easier if you can cast a little bit of a wider net and have more flexibility. So that's what I was telling you today. We're talking about those 5 advantages. If you missed some of them, go ahead and come back and listen. And you know me, I'm your host, Dr. Erica, Harvard trained, double board certified psychiatrist. I am irrationally passionate about helping you be better, do better, and live better. I do that through my adult telepsychiatry practice. My books, including Fix Your Fairy Tale, A Woman's Guide to a Great Life, Love, and Legacy, my speaking, and my podcast, Better with Dr. Erica. I do all that to help busy people like you finally prioritize yourself and put you back in your life. So thank you so much for joining. You find me Tuesdays at 7. Unfortunately, I do have to travel next Tuesday, so I will be on a plane during this time. So there will not be Growth Group with Dr. Erica, but there will be a new podcast episode dropping. And let me tell you about the one we dropped today. So we're on official episode 56, but I've had more episodes than that because we have bonuses that aren't numbered. But we're talking about unlocking the healing potential of breath and somatic worth with Victoria Albina. She is so entertaining. You're going to love this. It is such a great conversation, and it goes much further than just talking about trauma, breath work, and somatic work. You're going to want to check it out because you know what? This conversation was just fun. Now, you might be wondering how to find my podcast. It's pretty darn easy. It's on all podcast platforms. Just look for Better with Dr. Erica or go to betterthepodcast.com, betterthepodcast.com, and you can find me. I'd love if you subscribe or follow. That way you'll get updated on all the bonuses and when all my episodes drop. Also, the more subscribers, it helps me bring new content to you. So that would be excellent. And also you can rate and review. So that's what I got for you tonight. And if you're interested in me actually being your psychiatrist, you can get more information about my practice at goodwinmed.com. That is goodwinmed.com. I have a new website, so please check it out. If you know anybody that needs some help or could benefit from some high quality telepsychiatry, and as I reminded you, all my patients aren't even on medications. I do therapy. Just go to goodwinmed.com. Until next time, have an even better day, and I will see you in 2 weeks. Take care. Bye-bye.